one thing I will say about this movie, I was never bored with it. Everyone. Leave it to this being... We'll get there. Let me get the cadences out of the way. Hello, everyone. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raid Some Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Hi. Got some new people joining us. Got kind of a nice little bump from some of you. That's awesome. Thank you all for signing up and subscribing. I do not know how much that means to me. So on Raid Some Popcorn, we're talking about a movie, because movies and TV is what we do here. Mostly movies, though, as of late, but we will have some TV coming up soon. Got something planned. But first off, we have to review a movie, and at least for my theater, it is the only new theatrical release that is getting like a run, not just one day. We'll talk about that. And that film is a Tollywood movie. I was informed. I thought it was Bollywood because see, I'm a guy who is not only American, but also has not regularly started really seeing Bollywood movies all the time until like a year ago. So I thought Bollywood was just the whole umbrella, but no, there actually are other forms that I didn't realize. This is a Tollywood film. And that film is called, I'm going to butcher the title of this movie, Radhe Shyam. Radhe Shyam is the name of the film, I believe. It is directed by Radha Krishna Kumar. I believe it was also written by. And the version I saw, I believe it's in two versions, is in the Telugu language. I believe it's also in Hindi. Some versions, depending on the showtime you go to. Mouth is killing me. Alright. And what is this film about? How much time do you got? We'll just do the basics. So, it's set, I believe, around 70s, 80s, India. Actually, weirdly, more of Italy than India, but it essentially centers on a very suave, cool gentleman. I have to say that too. Named that's right, Ditya, played by Prabhas, who is very charismatic. He is the kind of suave dude who doesn't really like relationships, doesn't get into them. All that changes, however, when he meets Purana. She is played by Pooja Heji, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, who, by the way, is gorgeous. I just have to be a guy. She is beautiful. Like any man would fall in love with her. And she's also incredibly likable. They fall in love. But various events involving fate become complicated, and a major plot point in the film is that our hero is reads pulses. He essentially he can see the future, and he's scarily accurate. So when a potential tragedy befalls his lady love, he's determined to make the fate he saw, which was a positive one, happen. But they soon find out that fate might have other plans that'll get in the way of this couple being together forever. Will true love triumph, or will the elements and their own miscommunications destroy them? Let's find out. So, I'm going to tell you right now. I feel like with this movie, I'm going to have to break a little bit of a golden rule, because I am going to tell you, for all intents and purposes, and my audience agreed with me, I saw this in a packed theater where I, was the whitest guy in there. And the thing is, because of being a little lost in translation with, like, because I'm going to read the subtitles, but, like, with the audience, because I knew what was going on in the movie because I read the subtitles. I couldn't tell if it was okay to laugh or not at certain parts. I was informed by just about everyone I talked to after the movie that they did not like it either, and in fact, there were a few hints to that they kind of didn't care for it, or that they genuinely thought it was good. I will say this, it's not a very good movie, but I kind of love this movie. Now, let me put it this way. I feel like for me, pre-seeing him in the theaters, War was my gold standard for Bollywood. Of the Bollywood movies I've seen for this channel, which is really the Bollywood movies I've seen in the theaters, 83 is probably the best one, and probably will remain the best one for a long time. Because it kind of had everything you'd want in a movie. However, when you're talking about the most unpredictable and just purely entertaining Bollywood movies, I think Radhe Shyam is, like, the best one. So, for me anyway, with my limited viewing, okay. I don't want to spoil anything just because I actually want you guys to see this, but just to say, if you told me that this was a slightly G-rated Bollywood remake of Final Destination, or Tollywood rather, remake of Final Destination, I would believe you. Like, Final Destination crossed with, like, Serendipity. Do you remember Serendipity with Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack? Like, that movie. It's like a weird hybrid of the two. With elements in the shot composition and scenes to, like, The Perfect Storm and Titanic and Eternal Sunshine, weirdly enough. The love story is very soapy, but the thing is that this movie is a 2.5-hour movie, and I was never... my eyes were glued to the screen, not just for the subtitles. I couldn't wait to see what this movie threw at me. I really had a good time with this movie, so... I feel like 1 star for this is insufficient, even though I will give to you it's not a great movie, but we're gonna go... So, I think... You know how sometimes Jeremy Jahns will change his rules to be like, this will be a good time if you're high instead of if you're drunk? I'm gonna say this. For all regular criteria, this is a 1-star movie, but I am going to give it 4 stars. That's right, 4 stars if you're in the right frame of mind. 4 stars if you're in the right frame of mind. It also helped that the audience experience I had was awesome. Like, I love seeing these movies with a primarily Indian audience because they are really wonderful people and they're really fun to see a movie with. So yeah, Radhe Shyam, I'm going to give 4 stars with that little asterisk, and let's close the book on it. So, because Daddy's got some stuff to do, so you can get to the stuff here on the channel for this weekend. So, trailer trash. We can go through these pretty quick. None of them, except for one, are ones I've heard of. First off, Mothering Sunday. This is an interesting British film starring Odessa Young, who I thought was quite good in Shirley. I'll check it out if it comes here. The Lost City, I'm seeing on the 24th. I'm really getting sick of this trailer, though. Now we get to the Indian cinema trailers. So the first one we've actually talked about before, and that is Brahmastra Part 1 Shiva. This we talked about with 83. I was mistaken. I actually asked my friends, like, do you think that's like a Bollywood remake of, or like an Indian language remake of Percy Jackson? Because it kind of looks like it, because it's Fox Star Studios, and I'm pretty sure that's Fox's like India label. I said, no, I think it's actually like at the beginning of its own thing for India. I'm like, oh. He goes, and he said, like, I can see why you'd be confused by that because it looks like it. I'm like, yeah, it clearly does. Anyway, so yeah, it looks awesome. This is the one I'm going to... Buchan Pandey. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is the weirdest trailer I've ever seen, and I want to buy a ticket tonight. If it's... please come to Edwardsville. This is one I really want to see. It's, showing the tonal oddness of some of these movies. It is a movie that appears to be about... It's hard to tell. The plot kind of shifts gears throughout the trailer, but essentially it seems to be almost like India's answer to Man Bites Dog, but if it was even more of a comedy, weirdly enough. It's like these documentarians are doing an interview on they're doing like a documentary on a serial killer, but there's dick jokes in it, and weird like little sound effects and funny jokes, and it's kind of played to be funny, but then like at one point in the trailer, like the young couple who are making the movie, or like the friends who are making the movie, are like tied up and are about to get brained with a hammer in the head. I'm like, what is this movie? It looks insane. It goes from like that scene to literally a scene where some girl makes a reference to a dude like wee wee, and you just hear a ping sound effect and goes, you know, what is this movie? And then it's something, because it's like I guess it's like a disclaimer. It's in Telugu. So essentially what happens is throughout the trailer, just like they have this little thing that pops up when there's a scene of someone smoking, where it's like the Telugu language, so I cannot speak it. But there's like a no symbol with a cigarette in it. I'm like, okay, so it's like, oh, but the people making this movie do not endorse smoking. Okay, cool. There's like 7 scenes in this one trailer of people smoking, and it just keeps popping up. I'm just like, God dang, I love these movies. Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing that one. And was there format? Yes, there was. There was a nice little blooper reel and some dance scenes and some montage clips from the movie during the whole credits. Stick around for it. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun little cap to the movie. Alright. That is it. We will be back tomorrow for back-to-back reviews of Turning Red and The Atom Project. Saturday, maybe. I don't know. I am going, for those who are curious, they're doing the live, from Seoul, South Korea, concert of BTS at my theater, and if I feel like there's enough material in there for a review, or if it is even a movie at all, I will review it. If not, we won't. And then, coming up, we got, Thursday night we have X, Ty West X. I can't wait to check that out. We will also be reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen Zero the movie next Saturday. Also next weekend we're going to try to get reviews out to you of, if not this weekend, then shortly thereafter, of The Outfit, Uma, The Unbreakable Boy, Cheaper by the Dozen, and Deep Water. The Lost Cities on the 24th. Another Indian action film, RRR, is the Friday after next. And then we are also planning on having a review of Everything Everywhere All at Once, if it plays here in Edwardsville for this weekend. If not, we will, when we can, we will watch it. I want to see it. I love Daniels, the duo. And more to come also, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, customers. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. Is it supposed to do? Or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, listen, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. And go check this out. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Good night.